Good morning. Northwest time is 6:52. It's time for your morning sprint.
Jack Ferris is live at a brand new school in the Central Valley.
And Mark Peterson has your weekend in sight on his 7-day forecast.
But first, Spokane's mayor has announced how he plans to spend the city's general funds next year. The proposed 2019 budget includes funding for 10 new police officers to help reduce property crime, a one-time $1 million grant for the fire department, $600,000 for homeless outreach and a new homeless shelter, and $227 million for streets projects. The plan is about $3 million over budget right now. The mayor and the city council will now try to find savings and present a balanced budget by the end of the year.
Spokane Sheriff candidate Scott McClay, who legally changed his name to DumpAussie.com, was killed in a motorcycle crash near St. Mary's Monday afternoon. The Benoit County Sheriff said McClay fishtailed on loose gravel, went over a guardrail down a 20-foot embankment. McClay was running against Sheriff Ozzie Knezevich. Names of deceased candidates can be removed by court order, but because ballots have already begun printing, DumpAussie.com will still appear on the November ballot.
A Post Falls man convicted of molesting an 8-year-old boy is now out of jail after less than a year behind bars. He was sentenced to as many as 40 years in prison, but a judge gave him the chance to complete sex offender treatment program to determine if he could skip prison time and just serve probation. Yesterday, Judge John Mitchell decided Hubbard would serve 10 years of supervised probation instead of a 15-year fixed prison sentence. Judge Mitchell stated that Hubbard was a low risk to reoffend and felt remorse. Hubbard will now register as a sex offender and serve 300 hours of community service.
Our forecast continues to have warmer weather pushing through. There's a low into the Gulf of Alaska that's coming down. As it does, that warm air in front of it will cross over us. Behind that will be a colder air mass. That's going to be next week. Now for today, under sunny conditions with a little bit of haze and smoke out there, but better than yesterday. 81 for the high, Coeur d'Alene as well. We're going to be into the mid-80s for the central part, all the way into areas of central Oregon. That's where the warm air is for today.
The Central Valley School District's brand new $19 million elementary school is set to start in just a couple of hours. The staff will show up at 8 a.m. The first bell for the students will ring at 9 a.m. 58,000 square feet and 26 classrooms. Today, parents are invited to walk their kids all the way to their class, kindergarten through 5th grade. It's going to be one fine first day of school, guys.
Is back to school for all Central Valley schools. Teachers and district officials reached a tentative agreement over salary increases Monday night. That agreement will be voted on by a meeting of the full union Friday at 4 o'clock. 2/3 of all CV teachers need to be there for a valid vote. For now, classes begin as normal today.
Thousands of kids in Western Washington still waiting to find out when they'll be able to go back to school. Teachers in Tukwila, Stanwood, Camano, Rainier, Tumwater, and Centralia are all striking until they can hash out an agreement with their school districts. The Washington Education Association reports about 6,000 teachers are on strike.
Lime bikes and scooters are now ready to ride in Spokane. They'll be available for at least the next 2 months while the city conducts a pilot program. After that, officials will decide if or how it wants to move forward with that program. There are 100 bikes and 100 scooters available, and Lime says it'll grow the program as needed. If you'd like to go for a ride, just check your Lime app. It'll direct you to the nearest bike.
We're hoping to learn new details today about what led to a deadly shooting in Cheney late Monday night. 3 Cheney police officers are now on leave after shooting and killing a man in the parking lot of Mitchell's Harvest Foods late Monday night. Officers say the man was armed with a knife and came at them aggressively. That man's name has still not been released. We're hoping to learn that from the medical examiner, as well as the names of the officers who were involved.
All right, coming up next on Good Morning America, it's day 2 of confirmation hearings for Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. Democratic senators are expected to continue dragging their feet while calling for the hearings to be delayed.
And new details in a shocking murder case in South Carolina. A woman is accused of killing her husband by poisoning him with eye drops.
Look outside. Again, the air is cleaner than yesterday. It's still in the moderate range, so just be aware of that. Look at the 7-day forecast. Hazy weather returning tomorrow. It looks like 85, 82 on Friday, and then the weekend is going to be cooler. Temperatures in the low to mid-70s. Even cooler yet next week.
Yeah, might feel like fall next week for sure.
All righty, that's going to do it for us right now. Back to Good Morning America now. We'll see you in a few minutes.